Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. We got a Balvenie thing coming. And it's a Peat Week Balvenie thing.
We're going to test it.
Test it! With a little hesitation style.
Scotch Test Dummy style.
All right, why the hesitation here, Scott? Why am I somewhat nervous? Do you even know?
Well, you're probably in fear that this is not going to live up to last year's. First of all, we got to quit doing that. Let's examine this whiskey.
Well, I don't know if we got to quit doing that. That's what we do. The 03 stunned me.
Yes.
I bought like 3 of them. Okay. Because the 02 was just like a hint, a whiff of smoke. Yeah.
Yep. No, what happened? Okay, so originally we just had the Balvenie, the old 17-year peated cask.
Right.
Completely different.
Completely. But there was the 02.
There was only a very hint whiff of peat in the old 17.
Because I like my peat young, number one.
We did this one first, and then we got a bottle sent to us of the 02 to compare it. And we found it was not. Yeah, that's the way it went.
Okay, all right. Your memory is way better than mine.
Yeah.
So you're right. The very first peat I remembered was the 17, gifted to us by Amy.
Yep, that's right.
Thank you.
And then I picked up the 03, 14-year, 03 vintage, it's called.
And Amy's husband. Let's not leave him.
This is actually Balvenie's, where they shut the distillery down for a week.
Yes, and they need to do a peat month.
And they use Highland peat to smoke their whiskey.
Love it.
Highland or Speyside peat.
Right.
Same region.
But the 03 was unbelievable. The
it's good.
02, unbelievable.
We got the 02. Yeah. And a lot of people felt the same. 02 just didn't come off as peated as the 03 did. So this is the brand new week of peat now. But this is story number 2 in the Balvenie line, which is following up to the Sweet Toast of American Oak.
And that's what made me nervous. The whole barrel box, because this came in like, I don't even know, was this in a barrel?
Yeah.
Okay, but it was in their normal tan olive.
Well, it looked.
Or tan, it looks just like that. I saw this, I'm like, this looks more like that toasted thing they did.
Sweet Toast of American Oak.
And it was not.
Now, okay, to be fair, several people have said that the Sweet Toast of American Oak gets better as the bottle drains and it's open longer. I'll wait to see.
I wasn't thrilled at all.
Me neither.
And I got nervous when I saw all this photo stuff on here. And then why are they calling? I liked Peat Week better. I just wanted them to make it Peat Month. Now it's the week of Peat. That's too much.
Still a 14-year.
So I'm doing a lot of marketing judgment right here. I haven't judged the whiskey yet, but I'm doing some marketing judgment.
Still 40, or the same as last year, 48.3% ABV. I've got coin 98.
I've got 101. My care bar.
The binary number.
The binary number. I've never heard it called that. Ons and offs. 101.
What would 101 be in binary numbers? Well, 101 is the binary number. What would its actual number be? It would be, let me think here. I can tell you.
What, you're a coder now? You've been coding?
I learned it in electronics.
Holy moly.
1 is 1, 10 is 2, 11 is 3, 100 is 4, 101 would be 5. So
doesn't make sense at all. All right, so yeah, I'm coming here. There's a lot of verbiage on the back. I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. Well, I know why I'm nervous, because I love the 03. I call it the 03.
And it's still available here.
There's even more out there. God, they made a lot of it. It's good. I think after I bought, for a while there, I'd go in and be like, I should get that. And I'd be like, ooh, they got a Balvenie 03. I'm getting it instead. I think once I had 3 or 4, I was like, okay, I can now buy other things.
Auburn still has it. So
that's
anyway, on the nose on the peat, there is peat, there's citrus, there is a little bit of sour.
Okay, that's promising.
Maltiness.
It's promising. I touched it. I just gave it a little like touch and like a look and go away.
I'm glad it's promising.
Yes, well, it's like a Spanish vacation, a Spanish holiday. You look,
Peanuts.
and then go away.
Roasted peanuts.
I will give you that.
I get that sometimes with Peat. I get a little bit of maltiness, roasted peanut, peat, citrus. It's nice. It's a nice nose.
Okay. Let me do what I do by describing what it isn't.
Okay.
All right. It's not iodine. It's not smoked ashtray. What you said is right on the smoked peanut kind of flavor. It's a savory, sweet peat. And the nose is good. Mm-hmm. So it's got a nice, strong nose. Mm-hmm. I'm thrilled with that so far. I'm still entering with trepidation.
It feels in line with last year's, which we'll take a look at here and see towards the end how it compares. I think it's pretty close. I've had a couple of drams of it already, so I have not gone and checked it side by side yet, but I think it's pretty close to last year's.
Now, you found this at what, Auburn?
Auburn, yeah. Okay. Go in on the palate.
So I'm still nosing. This is also a Highland Peat, though, isn't it? Is it a Highland Peat? What does it say on there? Ooh, you even said that. Speyside Peat. Okay. That's interesting.
Man, that is nice. Vanillas, citrus, peat, salted roasted nuts. Peat forward.
Yeah, but it's a subtler peat. It's a sweet peat. Mm-hmm. Lots of vanillas. Mm-hmm. The smoke, even when I sip it, it feels like it's still more on my nose than on my palate. Someone may be here. Interesting. The finish is light, feathery, subtle again. Still more of the roasted peanut.
Honeys. I get a little lime as well. Light citrus, lemon, lime.
I can see what you're saying there.
I think pear. 50% peat, 50% sweet. Palate, start to finish.
What is the ABV?
48.3.
It feels less than that.
It's very drinkable.
So it's smooth.
Very drinkable neat. Let's add a drop of water.
I'll go with that. So from a peat head perspective, it leans subtle. That's fine. It leans savory, nutty. Probably the oddest thing for me here is the peat seems to linger again nasally, not on my palate. I feel like I'm still nosing it as I'm tasting it. You think
drop
the
of
water helped it out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Almost amplified the mouthfeel of it. Almost amped it up just a touch. Made it more velvety.
That's interesting. I would agree with you there.
Yeah. Really overall though, velvety same drinks
with the water. You're right there.
Yeah. Let's get last year's out. Let's see how it's. What do you think? How do you think it's going to do to last year's?
Last year's was a surprising peat explosion. It was rich, flavorful, powerful. It was a peat punch in the face. What? What are you doing?
I think it's pretty close to this.
I
don't think it was that peat explosion that you're describing.
Okay.
I think so. I think this is pretty close to last year's.
Well, the nose is more floral.
On that,
And it smells less peaty on the nose than this one, which is amazing. What? Just saying, when you taste it, you're going to get a peat explosion.
I just got some tropical, and the thing is though, this one at 48%. You know, there's been a couple drinks out of this bottle. It's not that low. I don't think we've lost any peat in this one from last year. It should still be pretty reflective of the whiskey when it was first opened.
So I get a touch more ashtray peat here. It's more smoked meat even.
I think you're right on the ashtray. I would go with that. But overall, pretty darn close.
You're hit here on smoked peanuts.
With the new one.
Right on, right.
With this year's, with the week of
that's why I'm
peat.
holding that up. The week of peat is right on smoked peanuts.
Yeah, I would agree. But I think it's peatier and still more in line with last year's than the 02 peat week.
Well, I'd probably agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
The 02 was like a touch of peat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, this is good. I'm not disappointed.
Whew. I do agree. I think last year's does have a touch more peat. I don't think it's a peat explosion. It is a little bit ashier.
I'm going to agree with you. It's not a peat explosion.
Yeah, pretty close. I mean, you can tell they're not even cousins. They're like brothers, sisters. Normally, I would say cousins. Like it tastes like they're cousins. You can tell these are brothers. These are sisters.
Half brother.
It's a half brother.
Yeah, they share the same papa.
Pretty good though. I still like the week of peat. Very good. I think last year's does have a touch more.
Yeah, but this is nice though.
That
roasted peanut is a very nice peaty note that I enjoy as well. What's bizarre is I hate cigarette smoke, but I love ashtray
whiskey smoke.
Yeah, you know, I used to like.
Yeah, both rich sweetness. That Balvenie character, the honeys, the citrus is coming through on both.
Mm-hmm. You know how vegans are in your face about meat?
Yeah.
That's how I was with the smoke, with cigarette smoke. Because I had my contacts and I'd be like, get the smoke out. And it was about as offensive as a vegan can get with you. You're enjoying a good steak and they're like, you know, that had a face. And I'm like, and it's good. It's good. I'm seeing your numbers there. You got a 9 and you're frozen. This is easy for me. I'm leaning forward so I don't see your score. This is good. I'm giving this a straight 90.
Went 91. I was debating a 92. I think last year's was probably a 92, just a mark of it. Last year's is just a touch better, I think. It's a little bit more peat, a little bit more smoke, a little bit more ash.
Price.
Just as rich, just as sweet. Same as last year's, $100, $105, 99.
I don't remember last year's being that much.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, and I was buying it like it was going out of style. I mean, I'm going nuts for it. Literally, I think I got 3 of them. It was like when I was a kid, and you always had to debate, do you buy the second Stormtrooper, or do you get a Han Solo? Do you buy the third Stormtrooper, or do you pick up C-3PO?
Mm-hmm. I remember going to the 5 and Dime store when Star Wars was out, 78, 77, 78, 79, and the Star Wars action figures were 99 cents. And you had to pick out which one.
God dang. Where were you at? They were $3.99 in my neck of the woods.
Not in 77.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they were. And you still got the cards. Whatever.
Dollar.
You're crazy.
Duck walls.
Well, first of all, we didn't have that store. Duck walls.
91. Very good. I think it's worth it. I think if you buy it, you won't be disappointed. I think it is more in line with last year's than it is the 02. If you like the 03, you'll like the story. The week of Peat.
The peat is present, distinct. I loved your description of roasted peanut.
Yeah.
The Speyside peat definitely displays that flavor note that you coined there. I'm going to tell you again, though, I'm not a fan of their marketing on this. I don't like this. I don't like that.
I do like the old label better.
Me too.
Last couple of years label.
Yeah,
Wish they would have just stuck with it.
Yeah, what would you call it? Like an antique?
It didn't. I mean, it didn't dissuade me from buying it.
It does me. I don't want all this. It looks busy. And look at all this. It's like a wall of text. I can't read all that.
But yeah, both very good. I give the slight edge to last year's. But Scotch God shout out. Skippy Van Pob, one of our newer Patreon supporters. You come on to Patreon, support us.
And this is a Patreon. Yeah, so two things here. This is a Patreon comment. It's a great comment, so it got itself in. But you too can support us on Patreon. Go to patreon.com, look up Scotch Test Dummies. You can do as low as $1. Up from there. Sky's the limit. But it helps us keep the show coming. I am out of Christmas cards now. What happens is we send out a Christmas card to all the Patreon supporters. I know, I've got it silenced. For silence, it's making a lot of noise. That's so. However, I lost my train of thought there. You get a Christmas card, and I always overbuy the Christmas cards. And as new people come on, I send them Christmas cards, and I'm down to I think I found 2 now, and I've got to send one out. But basically,
so we send out a Christmas card to our Patreon supporters. We had some leftovers. You've been sending them out to people as they've come in.
I continue to send out,
and you just ran out.
Right. I've got a couple loose ones because I had one gentleman had an old address, and I saved one aside, and but I'll get those out. And we're getting ready to film a new card.
Yep.
And we always do something a little goofy, maybe even a little bit, raise your eyebrow.
Skippy says, "Hey, it's Skippy Van Pop here. Just ordered a couple of your coins. Looking forward to receiving them so I can snap some pictures with them here in Edmonton and the area for you to get a look at northern Alberta."
Love that. And that dovetails into our traveling dummies.
Yeah.
Which is, as you buy the coins, you snap them around your neck of the woods or while you're traveling, and then we get to travel virtually with you.
New Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, we do have a new Patreon supporter, $1 supporter. Whiskey Brazil came in.
Whiskey Brazil.
He has his own YouTube channel.
He's blowing up.
He blew up in Brazil.
Blowing up.
Yep.
In the Portuguese.
Apparently, there's a lot of whiskey drinkers.
Is it in Portuguese or
yes?
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But apparently there's a lot of people that drink whiskey there.
Well, Brazil's huge.
So thank you, Whiskey Brazil, for coming in and supporting us. And appreciate it.
Thank you, all you Brazilians.
Or is it Brazil?
I think it's Brazilians because they got a hell of a wax. Scotch it. You Scotch gods.
Solange.
Dummies.